Hi, welcome back to Poorly Explained, 40th anniversary.
What?
Coincidentally, 40th anniversary of Ultraman.
What?
I know, it's only the 22nd anniversary. I'm getting ahead of myself.
I don't want to think about doing this for 22 years. That just doesn't sit right with me.
Okay, fine, year and a half anniversary. It's probably somewhere around this time. Anyway, would you like to join guys? This acronym is bullshit, by the way. It's the guards for utility situation.
That's Gus.
No, there's a Y in there. There's a Y in utility. This acronym fucking cheats. Hate it.
Yeah, it does. That's pretty dumb.
So, Ultra Dad sends Mebius to Earth so he can learn things. Also fight a resurgence of monsters that haven't been seen for 25 years. So this is a return back to the original Ultraman timeline.
Okay.
That ended with 80.
Oh.
So we're ignoring the Tiga universe, the Gaia, the Cosmos, the Neos, and all that. The guy's crew is immediately killed off, so a new crew can take their place. There's a preschool teacher, a soccer player, future doctor, and a motorcycle rider who all save some rabbits. That's how they get chosen to be the new guys. Just wait. Also, there's a lady with a CGI tongue who does ambiguously evil things. She just shows up, licks her lips, and then runs off. And Mebius is like, what the fuck was that?
Oh, God.
Mebius tricks the rabbit rescue gang into painting the guy's jet, making them legally obligated to join guys. Cat, are you getting into things again?
Yeah, she's just discovering new paths.
Sure, that's what she's doing. But yeah, no, so like Mebius just calls everybody up. He's like, hey, would you guys like to paint our jet?
Okay.
And they're like, yeah, sure, I guess I can stick around for an hour and paint this jet. And he's like, haha, fooled you. You're now part of the team. Let's go out and fight monsters together.
Okay.
So you remember the bird that killed Taro and Zoffy back in Taro?
No.
The one that came after the watermelon bugs? Look, there was a bird with a kill count. He killed both Taro and then Zoffy, and then he was very scary. Anyway, he's back.
Okay.
But guys just like pretty much defeats it with their superior technology and its own poison. They puncture its poison sac so it poisons itself and dies.
That's not... Whatever.
Don't worry about it. Guys HQ tries her hand at 7's monster capsules, only to realize the monsters are still incompetent.
I thought I only had like 2 of them.
Nah, he's got 4.
Oh, great.
But they're all incompetent. The soccer player wants to quit because he doesn't think he can be part of a team. A second Ultraman-like alien appears and casually kills the monster from Jack's Mountain of Evil. You probably don't remember Jack's Mountain of Evil either, do you?
I don't remember Mountain of Evil. I remember a Mount Evil.
Yeah, that's the same thing.
Okay.
It's the one where he's like, there's a monster down there on Mount Evil.
Yeah. I think that might have involved the American government, but I can't remember it anymore.
No.
Oh.
No, that was Jack heard a monster. And everybody's like, no, fuck you, you didn't hear nothing. And then the captain goes down there, and then there's 2 monsters.
Okay.
So Mebius gets the motorcyclist to go underwater so she can learn to trust machines and not just her superhuman hearing. See, she doesn't go too fast on the motorcycle because she can hear the engine like doing whatever and the belts tightening or whatever.
Okay.
So she's too afraid to go too much faster because it might break or something. So he's just like, you know what a good idea is? Put you underwater in a submarine. Trust the machine. CGI Tongue Lady is revealed to be a monster who eats other monsters, and nearly eats Mebius until Tsurugi, the other Ultraman guy, shows up. Guys have to locate and launch emergency rations into space for some aliens. CGI Tongue Lady wants to eat said rations. Tsurugi shows up and uses the ex-captain's body, while using the ex-captain's body, destroys a whole block, horrifying Mebius.
Okay.
Well, he's like, well, we should be like protecting the people as well as killing CGI Tongue Lady.
Oh, yeah.
But Tsurugi's like, nah. As long as she's dead, who cares? Hate that bitch.
Well, I mean, it's not like she's eating it's not like she's eating people.
I mean, fair.
Like, so it does seem a little overkill to be like, just nuke it.
The Capsule Monster returns with upgrades, but is still largely incompetent. Mebius learns that the Bogle, the CGI Tongue Lady, is drawing monsters to feed. Guys is harassed by Tiny King after particles leak out of the particle accelerator and merge with nanomachines.
Pretty sure that would just break the nanomachines. Like,
nope, makes tiny monster. Makes tiny mascot monster.
Okay.
Bogle eats 2 more monsters and threatens to explode. Original Guys member is upset about the ex-captain being used as a meat puppet.
I thought he died.
Yeah, and then he got grabbed by Tsurugi to use as a meat puppet. You know, like how most of the Ultramans used to do it?
Oh, right.
He's a parasite.
Okay, but then how is he getting upset if he's dead?
Because, look, if I died and somebody used my body as a meat puppet, I'm pretty sure some people who know me would be upset. They'd probably be like, no, you're like, doing necromancy, that's bad.
Oh, I thought it was the body itself was getting upset.
No, sorry, so one of the members from the original Team Guys survives.
Oh.
And he becomes the first member of Guys Generation 2. And, anyway, Mebius and Tsurugi fight over who gets the Bogle kill.
Okay.
Because Mebius wants to take the Bogle into space. So when it explodes, it doesn't kill everybody.
Fair.
Tsurugi's like, nah, just fucking explode it here. Who gives a shit? We're in the middle of town. This is great.
Well, we're back to this dynamic.
Bogle continues to threaten exploding, so Guys lures it to an island where they can have it explode in a barrier. Tsurugi is taken away by Ultraman.
Tsurugi, the bad one?
Yeah.
Oh.
He's only bad because he's wearing edgelord armor.
Cool. Well, he also did, blow up a whole city block, so...
That's because of the edgelord armor. Mebius also blew up a city block, but that was because he was using it as defense.
What?
So in the first episode, when Mebius comes down, he fights the monster.
Uh-huh.
And, the monster's attacking him, so he hides behind buildings.
Oh. That's lovely.
And I'm pretty sure I sent you the screenshot, but there's a part where one of the guys is like, "What are you standing there so proud for? You didn't do anything. Look around you. The city's destroyed."
Oh, yeah. No, that one's old.
Yeah.
That's really old. That's like beginning of you watching Ultraman.
I think that's before I watched.
Yeah, no, but it was super funny.
So, a herd of rogue dinosaurs with a Z. They head through Guy Spacey's minefield, and one of them makes it to Earth. Guys easily counters it because it's not a new monster until they decapitate it and it flips over, growing new heads. I think its feet become heads.
Okay.
Anyway, Tsurugi is reborn as Ultraman Hikari when Ultraman takes off his Edgelord armor.
Okay. What, now he's good?
Yeah. Well, actually, I think he leaves at this point.
Oh. Okay.
I don't know, it's been like 3 weeks since I've seen this episode. So, the adjutant loses some meteor juice in a river and tries to get it back before it creates a giant monster. Now, you might be wondering, what is meteor juice? And that's the shit they use to power all their, like, special weapons.
Uh-huh.
So, like, all their jets and stuff have different modes, so one of them has, like, I think it's the Phantom mode or something like that. Basically, it moves really fast, but it can only do it for a minute, and it uses meteor juice. And I'm pretty sure it's probably explained in one of the cold opens, but I didn't know they were doing cold opens until, like, 15 episodes in. Because, like, the Mebius logo would come up, and then, you know, I'd be like, okay, well, it's just gonna be the intro, I'll just skip it. But no, there's, like, cold opens. Hate it. They shouldn't do it. Because I don't know why the adjutant lost some of the meteor juice.
Oh.
Like, after the intro plays, he's just like, well, you know, I got almost all the meteor juice back. One's not gonna hurt. So yeah, it flows down the river, and basically it's another reference to I think it's Jack, and it will turn an inanimate object into a monster, essentially. There's a fisherman who finds it, and it leaks out into his store, so all of his knickknacks turn into animated knickknacks, and he sells them. Because he's like, yeah, they're possessed by spirits, they're good luck. During her day off, Motorcycle Lady has to protect the mountain climber from a centipede. Like a big centipede.
Like a human-sized centipede, or...
like an Ultraman-sized centipede. Also, if you cut off its head, it still moves around. The head flies around like an asshole. That's another monster from one of the show. This whole show is basically the cameo season.
Cool.
Anybody who was part of Ultraman, who wasn't part of the Heisei Ultraman stuff, is here.
What it basically sounds like to me is the costume designers went on strike, and they're like, well, what can we dig out from the closet?
I mean, that could be it, too. Because it's really weird, this is like the only 10-year anniversary that got a thing. Because, like, Tigo was its own original thing. And then Orb was its own original... I don't want to say that yet. Orb seemed like its own thing. But no, Mebius was just like, nah, just pull everything out of the closet. Go through your phone books, find all the Ultramen, call them up. They're gonna be here. So the guy's hothead gets in a fight with the chief mechanic about the use of meteor in the airships. So off he calls Hikari up to tell him to come home.
I still don't understand the purpose of Zoffy.
He's just there.
He seems to be the equivalent, like the story equivalent of a handyman. He's there to do some trivial thing.
Yeah.
Most of the time it's losing.
I mean, there was that time he went back to Ultra Home to get some life energy, and then everybody just fucking left without him. That was pretty cool.
Exactly. Well, that's what I mean. Like, he just does, like, one thing. Like, he's there to do a thing that is kind of helpful to the story, but, like, they're like, we need a random character to do this thing. He's Zoffy.
Look, Zoffy's fucking cheap. You don't have to pay for a stuntman. You don't have to pay an original Ultraman actor to be there. Because he has no human form.
Yeah, that's true.
You can just hire some guy off the street and be like, hey, can you wear this costume for like 5 minutes? Maybe gesture your hands a little? Okay, thanks. Here's $5, please. Go away now. We'll call you if we need you again. The winner of an intergalactic sword fighting tournament comes to Earth to challenge Akari.
I thought you said he left the story.
I guess it was later.
Okay.
I don't remember. He does leave at some point. This might be when he leaves. I don't know. Meanwhile, Guys has to play a light gun game to clean up the meteors that held said tournament. You see the sword fighting champion, like, he fucking cut up this meteor. Because he's the sword fighting champion. Also, he beat the big bad from Leo. Twice. Remember Alien Magma? There were 2 of them this time. He killed both of them.
Okay.
And maybe a third guy, I don't remember. There was a lot of dudes up there with swords. That's what I'm getting at.
Okay. I mean, champion makes it sound like he's part of some regulated tournament thing. But then I remember there's other definitions for champion that don't mean that they're involved in sports. So...
No, he's going around beating up anybody who's got a sword. That's why he wants to challenge Hikari. Because Hikari has a sword. Also, Mebius has a sword. And Mebius uses his sword to break this guy's sword. Remember this guy for a little bit, anyway. This sword fighting champion. So Guys wants to prove that it's not a waste of taxpayer money, so they go on a fight. They go to fight a monster while Hikari watches. Afterwards, Hikari gives Mebius an upgrade and retires. So this is where he leaves.
Okay.
He gives him this, I think it's a knight's bracelet. I don't know what it does. Maybe it's another sword. It does give him a color scheme upgrade, I think. In an attempt to be a better Ultraman, Mebius causes friction between himself and Guys. The issue is resolved when they team up to fight the monster. See, there's more asteroid coming in, and Mebius is like, "Well, I'm the only Ultraman here. I have to protect Earth." And he just flies right by him to go. He flies right by Guys to go destroy this asteroid. And they're really upset about that. They're like, "He didn't even let us get to fight the thing. He just blew up the asteroid without us. What a jerkbag."
Yeah, well, I mean, this does come, like, not too long after the episode where they're like, we're not a waste of money. And now Mebius is going around being like, I gotta do it all. And like, we just had to prove to everyone we're not a waste.
A monster who can be in 3 places at once arrives. But luckily, Guys has made a gun capable of shooting in 3 directions.
What the fuck?
It's also powered by meteor juice.
Yeah, of course it is.
Yeah, you know the smart gun from Titanfall 2?
Yes.
It's that. Yeah, it will always hit a target if it fires in one direction. But if you can use enough of your brain power, you can fire it in 3 different directions. Except most humans can't do that, except for a soccer player. He can do it.
Why does your brain matter? Like, what?
You know, I'm not entirely sure. I just know that it had something to do with... It was too much stress on a normal person to fire in 3 different directions.
That's dumb. Oh, stop.
During a test to control monsters, a monster hijacks the signals to control another monster.
Oh, that was dumb.
Guys goes to the Ultra Zone to search for survivors of a freighter that went missing 6 months ago, and are greeted by some Bogle babies.
That seems unwise. Do they also have weird tongues?
No, they're just the monster itself. They're not people.
Oh.
I think they're lesser Bogles. I'm going to call them Bogle babies.
Okay.
Mebius returns a pocket watch he found on the freighter to the owner's dad. He also reveals that he's been wearing the owner's face. Everyone seems cool with this. So, before he shows up on Earth, Mebius runs into the freighter being sucked into the Ultra Zone. And he's trying to save it. But he fails because, you know, he hasn't done anything yet. And he's just like, well, that guy in the freighter, he was pretty brave. I'm going to wear his face around. And so, the owner of the pocket watch, his dad, he just goes up, he's like, yeah, by the way, I'm Ultraman. And I guess in one of the cold opens, the captain knew that he was Ultraman.
Oh, okay.
Along with some of the other higher-ups. Just like, when did this happen?
Wouldn't that mean he has to leave?
No, he doesn't. No, not. He doesn't follow that rule. He's not Ace.
That was like the whole premise of even the other Ultraman in this current timeline.
Well, he's different. The laws have been updated. It's been 40 years.
That's stupid.
They rewrote the laws. They got all the Ultra Congressmen together, and
I'm pretty sure Ultra Home is a dictatorship.
I mean, probably.
There's always only one leader.
Yeah, and that's usually Ultra Dad.
Yeah.
Except when Ultraman King shows up and he's on his own planet. Because, you know, he can do that. He's a king. Anyway, Time Snail uses nostalgia to draw the motorcycle lady back to a time where a bird alien teaches her to be brave. Do you know snails consistently have the power of time?
I was gonna say, this sounds familiar. I remember hearing about time snails. But were they in a different timeline?
Yeah, that was in Cosmos.
Oh my god.
But these snails are unrelated to those snails.
Oh, well, I would figure. Look, like, as far as I'm concerned, the mollusk family apparently has time powers because we have the time snails from 2 different Ultraman series, and we have the rocket-powered Turbo Slug, which allows you to play it before you play it, which as far as I'm concerned, that's not rockets, that's time travel. So, mollusks just have the ability.
Yeah, you think they're moving slow, but that's only your perspective of them. It's only how you perceive them. They're actually moving very fast.
Yeah, but the salt breaks down the space-time continuum. I don't fucking know. It fucks them up. It brings them back to our reality, and it's a bad time. They shrivel up.
Yeah.
Sure, I don't know. That's the best I got.
Yeah, why not?
They slow down and they die. I don't fucking know. I don't know why salt would do that, but whatever. Meteor juice.
Everyone's favorite interdimensional invaders, the Apul, are back in an attempt to make Mebius look like a crazy person. They hijack his friend and sabotage the capsule monster upgrade test.
What?
So they're having this this community day at the guy's headquarters, where everybody can come.
I hate that it's called guys, because you say the guy's headquarters, and I think you're just speaking generically, as in, like, just the guys, the just them.
I mean, I can start calling them the crew guys if that makes you feel better.
No.
Because that's what their actual designation is.
No, that's awful. That's no.
Or I could call them Crew Guys Japan, like they're actually called. But yeah, no, so they got this community day, and the Yapul pretend to be different people, and they're like, by the way, we're gonna do something evil, and then Mebius just, like, flips shit. And, like, all the people that are being, I don't want to say controlled, but being used to relay messages, he just starts yelling at all of them.
Okay.
And then, so he and the original guy, they go out to deal with a crack in the sky, in which they steal the guy, and then they're like, well, we're gonna possess him now, and we're gonna. I see that you're trying to make the monster capsules like actually useful. Can't have that. So, they do that. Anyway. So a super beast returns because of its strong desire to stop a missile launch from 33 years ago. Guys brings in the local interdimensional expert to put a stop to its plan. I'm sure you don't remember, but in Ace, there was they had to shoot a missile to blow up a meteor or something, and the Yapul, some other aliens, and a random monster just show up, and they all start fighting over it. Well, this is a sequel to that.
Okay.
So Guys plans to finish up the Yapul arc, but the one person who can pilot the base eats a missile promptly, prompting them to change strategies. He gets better, prompting them to go back to the initial strategy. See, the Guys HQ can turn into a giant, like, airship.
Okay.
And only two people can pilot it. One being the captain, and the other being the deputy inspector. And the captain eats a missile. So, like, we're gonna have to do something else. Well, I guess we'll just have to train so we can pilot it. And then he comes back. He's like, "Okay, guys, move over. We're gonna fly this." And it's just like, "Oh, well, okay, if you say so."
It's so fucking pointless. It's the equivalent of, like, it's basically like when Schwarzbruder gave Delmon that stupid fucking sword, and then when Schwarzbruder shows up, he just beats the Dark Gundam. And you're like, what the fuck did I train for? What was the point of this?
It was to think that you had a chance.
Yeah, except he totally wins. Because he gets the burning Gundam, but, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
Was it the burning Gundam or was it the shining Gundam?
No, Burning Gundam. Shining Gundam's the first one. And then gets upgraded to the Burning Gundam. Or in Japan, the God Gundam.
It's so much easier to understand in Japanese because... Wait, what's the first one called?
In Japanese?
Yeah.
Probably Shining Gundam. I don't know, I didn't watch it in Japanese. Anyway. The gang needs to test more capsule monsters, so they organize a simulation tourney. Simulation setting goes rogue, so Mebius goes all Gridman on him. Also, Ultradad's bad ribs acting up.
Is that like an Adam reference?
What?
Eve was born from one of Adam's ribs.
Oh, no. They cut to Ultra Dad at the end of the episode, and he's like holding his side, and he's like, "It's happening," or he's like, "Soon," and then that's it.
Great.
But yeah, no, they set up this fucking tournament, this virtual tournament for the monsters, and then the power goes out, and for some reason, virtual Zeton goes batshit. So they had so Mebius jacks into an outlet and gets in the internet, while all the guys members cheer him on. They're like, yeah, watch out for his uppercuts or something. I don't know, it's stupid. Anyway, let's summon the other capsule monsters. And it results in them going, yeah, all these capsule monsters are bad. We're not using any of them.
Took them long enough.
I mean, all of them aside from two of them.
That's half of them.
Well, they got capsule monsters for, like, all the monsters now.
Oh.
They've got a whole box of capsule monsters.
Okay.
Zeton was one of them. Basically, any monster that they had seen and gotten data on, they can use to make a capsule monster of, using nanomachines and particle accelerated particles and meteor juice. I'm sure it was explained at some point. I just didn't catch it. Anyway, a reporter uses a washed-up actor to try to get the dirt on guys. Meanwhile, the Terra Bozer that latched onto Leo's orphan returns to spook the base. Ultra Dad tells Mebius to come home.
Okay.
Mebius gives his goodbyes and plans to leave Earth before a robot kills him dead. Taro returns because he wants to hijack the show. So Taro was the one who trained Mebius. And I think he trained him wrong as a joke.
Okay.
Also, the guy who plays Taro never shows up for anything. Like the human, the human form of Taro.
Okay.
I think in an interview he's just like, somebody's like, so what about Taro? You ever gonna do that again? He's like, yeah, that was a nice memory, and he just kind of moves on. So he's the one holdout of returning actors.
Mm. Okay, so yeah. So Taro trained Mebius. I don't even really remember Taro very well.
Taro was the one who he's got the Ultra Dynamite. That's probably the one thing you'll remember.
Vaguely.
Where he just lights himself on fire and then explodes.
I vaguely remember it, but I don't know if he had any other stupid... What are you doing? You're gonna knock that over.
Yeah, it's fine. You're not gonna fit in there, though. Yeah, I'm trying to think of anything that would... He had the Ultra Bucket. You don't remember the monster who got drunk, so we had to splash water on him?
No.
Oh.
I do remember a bucket, but that's about it. I don't know. The only, old Ultraman trains a new Ultraman that I remember is Seven with Leo. And that's just not related at all to Taro.
Yeah.
I mean, it's technically in the same universe, but, it doesn't... That's just weird, because I know you've been saying we're waiting on, Leo's eventually going to be, He's gonna train somebody, and I can't wait for that shit.
Yeah, that's not a series, though. That's just some movies. Which I also can't wait for. Because, that's only some movies I have to watch and not, like, 40 episodes.
Yeah, no. But at the same time, I feel... Well, but then again, they like, murder Seven partway through, which was really lame, because I loved the crotchety old man giving the young idiot a bunch of random stupid shit to do, like a horrible Mr. Miyagi. But like, he's not learning anything useful. Well, it's kind of useful for the one fight.
No, it's great. Leo definitely kept all of those moves in his memory. And the scars of the boomerangs.
Oh god, I want him to either have an obsession or like absolute PTSD when it comes to boomerangs.
I feel like it's gonna be neither. And it's gonna be real unfortunate.
It's not even gonna come up, because to them it's not funny. But to us it's fucking hilarious. Or like running up against the giant Dalek. In a gym suit. For no reason. Someone's just like, fight this thing, and leaves.
Fight the machine. You'll learn something, maybe. I don't know. Bye. Don't show up to work tomorrow until you've learned how to fight the machine.
Alright, we're just talking about a...
It's fine. This is the cameo season.
Yeah, I know.
We can talk about all the show Ultraman at any time.
Yeah, but like, I feel like we're just gonna reminisce about...
That's what this whole show's about.
Yeah, but it's not reminiscing about the good stupid shit. It's just reminiscing about, like, the random shit that we didn't care about.
Alright, fine. So Mebius reveals that Ultras used to be humans, and that since they have their powers, they might as well do something productive.
What the fuck does that even mean?
He's talking to the original guy, and he's just like, yeah, we used to be human, and then we got these powers through no fault of our own, so we've decided to protect you guys until you guys can get the powers, or something.
I don't know if that logic tracks, being honest.
Anyway, so the robot from the last episode returns and survives an Ultra Dynamite from Taro. Mebius gets a power boost from friendship and convenience, granting him sick flame decals. Taro warns that the robot was merely a vanguard and stronger foes are on the way, and then he leaves. Also, my favorite part of this episode is, so Taro used the Ultra Dynamite, I think, in the last episode.
Mm-hmm.
And, Taro goes to fight this new robot. And Mebius is like, no, you can't use the Ultra Dynamite twice. And Taro's is like, fucking watch me! And then he goes and does it again. He's like, ah, shit, I'm getting too old for this. Because the robot just reconstitutes itself. Right after Taro reconstitutes himself. It's just like...
Wait, he actually... Hold on.
Yeah, he just fucking explodes.
Like, he actually just explodes. It's not like Big Bang Attack, where it's just... Well, like the original Big Bang Attack, where it's just a field of energy around him. He literally blows himself up.
Yeah, and then he comes back down as light and just reforms into Taro again.
That's so stupid. That's so stupid.
No, it's really good. I love the Ultra Dynamite. It's my favorite move. Because it's always the same, like, you got the animated shot of him running up there, and then you can see the cut where the explosion happens. It's really good, and then they screw it up by making it all like CG, and it's just like, oh, that's kind of lame. So a new saucer monster, those were from the end arc of Leo. Remember the aliens from the like Plan H jellyfish?
Kind of, yeah.
Under Commander Black.
Honestly, the most I remember from Leo was training bullshit, and like everyone he touches dies.
Yeah.
Like horribly.
But yeah, a new saucer monster wants to obliterate Mebius, presumably because he bought the wrong type of beans for the captain's birthday.
Because Mebius did?
Yes. See, the captain likes coffee.
Uh-huh.
So they send Mebius out to get coffee beans. Except they just say, hey, Mebius, go get some beans for the captain. So he comes back with Sensibon beans or whatever. You know, the beans that you throw at the ogres to make them go away?
Sure.
Yeah, like the one that one of the Ultramen got trapped in. I don't remember which one got trapped in a bean. One of them did.
I remember that happening.
But yeah, no, he comes back with those beans, and they all just look at him like, what are you doing? Don't you know our Earth customs? By the way, they all know he's Ultraman now. They watch him transform and to fight the robot, and that's why he gets his sick flame decals. That's his new form.
Okay.
An alien wants revenge on the murder of his dog-exploding dad, and eventually reconsiders when he learns that not all humans are trigger-happy. You remember this episode from, like, Jack or something? There's a kid, he's trying to help an alien find his spaceship, and then a dog explodes.
No. Unless... No, because I don't think it's related to the gas that... Because that was a bird. That I don't remember an exploding dog. I remember the one time the dog got turned into a special beast and then died. But then the dog was fine. But I don't remember a dog exploding.
Oh. I remember sending pictures to the group. It was a while ago. I think it was Jack. So it was definitely like 8 months ago. But yeah, I know. So he comes down, he's like, I can't believe you humans murdered my dad. I'm gonna murder all of you with my aliens. And then, or with my monster. And then he's just like, oh, well, I guess the kindergartners, they're not so bad. They offered me a bandage when I was bleeding out, so you know what? Okay, I'll come back later. Maybe humans ain't so bad. A lady is possessed by a fire monster and/or badger, and it's up to a future doctor to use the power of a gun to exorcise her.
Oh god. All I have in my head is like an exorcist coming up. The power of Christ compels you. Kaboom! Blows their brains out.
I mean, hey, got the fire monster and/or badger out of there.
It's a fire badger?
No, it's a fire monster, but a fake exorcist comes up. He's like, you're possessed by a badger. Here, take 2 of these and call me in the morning. And then she lights him on fire. He's like, you know what? You might actually be possessed. I'm out of here.
Okay.
And that might have been Commander Black, the fake exorcist.
I don't remember who that is.
He was the final boss of the Leo thing.
Oh.
He was the saucer beast guy.
Right. And then he got beat by a bunch of kids.
Yeah.
That was stupid.
No, it was great. It was the best. Anyway, speaking of Leo, Leo returns to deliver Seven's beatings and tells Mebius to train in the mountains until he learns a way to defeat a reflective foe. He also gives him his old clothes. His old sweat-drenched clothes.
You knew this was coming, didn't you?
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah, so Mebius is having this fucking crisis, like, well, I can't do the things that Leo does, because Leo is, like, way stronger than me. Because Leo put all his stats into physical instead of, magic like me.
Uh-huh.
Because Leo can jump higher than him, and he's got more mass to him, so his kicks do more damage.
Yeah, that sure helped him with all of his orphans.
It's fine. Anyway, Mebius learns that, to add more mass to his kick, to add more damage to his kick, he needs to spin like an idiot. Like, he just needs to do, like, corkscrew kicks. Which are unrelated to the corkscrew kick that Leo has.
Wait, what? God.
Yeah, like, Mebius just kicks the monster robot.
Uh-huh.
And then he spins like a drill.
Okay.
It's really dumb.
Yeah, it sure sounds like it.
He got the idea from watching a guy light a fire. Like,
Yeah, I could see that.
So the training in the woods the training in the mountains had nothing to do with Mebius learning.
Of course it didn't! That was the whole point of the training montages in fucking Leo. They were pointless. Well, mostly pointless. Half the time I'm pretty sure it was just Seven taking out his anger. Just absolute frustration at, like, they fucking busted my leg, and Ultra Healthcare is like, we don't cover that.
We don't cover legs here, sorry. Glasses, we got them.
Decapitation, we got you covered.
Eating a bean that makes you lose the use of your arms, covered. Legs,
yeah.
Get out of here.
Signed up for the wrong health plan.
So the alien responsible for stealing the Ultra Key pretends to be Hikari to incite racism of blue Ultramen.
What is Mebius blue?
No, Mebius is red. Hikari is blue.
Why does that matter?
Because most people, because in this universe, there's never been a blue Ultraman. So most people don't think that a blue giant can be Ultraman.
Okay.
But the guy who stole the Ultra Key, he can transform.
Okay.
So he transforms into Hikari in the Edgelord suit. And he just starts blowing shit up. So they get Hikari arrested.
I thought Hikari just left.
He came back because this guy was slandering his good name.
If he didn't come back, he wouldn't have gotten arrested.
Well, they arrested him so they could prove that it was an alien pretending to be him.
You know what? That's actually kind of fair. Still stupid.
No, it's stupid as hell.
But
Mebius is like, yeah, I'm gonna help out. And Hikari's like, nah, I got this. And then he learns to control the Edgelord armor. Except it's no longer the Edgelord armor. It's like the armor of light or some nonsense like that. Yeah.
Alright.
An alien claiming to be Mebius' little sister uses her psychokinesis to do a bit of trolling. Mebius asks her to use her powers to do something more productive. She tells him there's a space-time wave coming from Earth, attracting all sorts of unwanted attention. Earth is just somehow emitting a space-time wave.
Oh, I thought it was coming towards the Earth.
No.
That's weird, but okay.
The Space Street Fighting Champion shows up on the advent of Ultradad Day to turn Mebius into gold and add him to his collection of defeated foes. Ultradad arrives later to show his new de-hardening technique on Mebius. His old de-hardening technique was him showing up, doing a blowjob, and then dying. This time he just sort of like, I think he clapped his hands and did that, and then Mebius stopped being so hard. I was really hoping he would do the same thing, just drop down, do his little blowjob, and then leave.
I mean, it's weird enough that he fucking died, but he's back.
He got better.
And it's covered by the health plan.
He's been back multiple times. Occasionally he dresses up as Santa Claus. That's his human form.
Oh, God. And to think this man used the fucking Ultra Key to blow shit up.
Only once.
Still, I mean, Ultra King's got his own Ultra story that we just don't know anything about other than using the key. It's probably...
You mean Ultra Dad? Because Ultraman King never... I don't think Ultraman King had anything to do with the Ultra Key.
Sorry. Yeah. Wait, is this not about Ultra Dad?
Ultra Dad was the one who used the Ultra Key to blow up the planet.
Yeah, but...
You said Ultraman. You said Ultra King.
That's my bad. I'm trying to... But
I know there's a lot of high-ranking Ultras up there. But Ultra Dad and Ultra King are two different people.
Yes, I know they're two different people. Is this particular episode, does it involve Ultra Dad?
Yes.
Okay, so I am talking about the correct person. I'm just mixing the names up.
Yeah, for some reason there's just a day to celebrate Ultra Dad.
I believe it. The man did things.
Yeah, he showed up once to give his sons a blowjob and died.
And he did a thing in the past with the key.
That was unrelated to anything he did on Earth.
That doesn't matter, though.
They wouldn't know about that.
But my point is that Ultra Dad has a story and his own adventure that we just don't know about. That how he became Ultra Dad. Because I assume he was not called Ultra Dad when he used the key. I assume he was just a random Ultraman. And then his spectacular adventures were like, yeah, you're the best Ultraman there is. You're not an Ultraman anymore. You're the Ultra Dad.
I think one of the Showa series has like a little sort of flashback. There was a big war, and then Ultra Dad was like the coolest guy there, and he led the Ultras to not die in the war, and I think that's why he became Ultra Dad.
Hmm.
So those are his adventures. He rang a bell, I think.
Okay.
Guy's partners with the captain of Guy's Ocean and fails miserably at keeping Mebius' identity a secret.
It's not like it matters.
You know, it really doesn't.
It's like what is it? Like he's already borrowing the face of a dead guy. So like the fuck does it matter?
Well, I mean, maybe somebody would get scared of him. I don't know.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, it literally does not matter. He's not even, like, the dead body of the guy who died.
Yeah, he's just pulling a 7. Because that's what 7 did. He found a guy, he's like, you're pretty brave. Pretty cool if I walked around in your face. That guy's still alive, too.
That's weird.
A lady is possessed by a slug-like alien. She counterpossesses its body through sheer force of will. She now has temporary superpowers.
But not temporal powers.
No.
Damn it.
No, these are slugs, not snails.
Ah, you're right.
But yeah, no, she gets hit by a car, and the alien shows up on her deathbed and is like, hey, you can live, but I'm gonna be in your body for a while.
All I see is her lying down on her deathbed, and then all of a sudden, like a dog-sized slug, just like slowly rises up past your bed. It's like, I have a deal for you.
That's kind of what happened, actually.
It's something about it just being a giant slug is just so funny.
I suppose they don't look like slugs, they just have the same salt weakness.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
So, like,
cause if it was a giant slug, like, I would have fucking lost it, cause slugs are goofy looking.
But yeah, no, so, like, because when she gets possessed, she stops cooking with salt.
Ah.
And that's what cues everybody in that she's been possessed. It's like, oh, your cooking is not so great. Well, what happened? And then yeah. She, while being possessed, she sees the rest of the slug dudes come in. And then she just fucking counter-possesses him. And I'm just like, what? Can you do that? And apparently you can. So now she's got, like, the $6 billion man's powers. She can run real fast. She can stop cars with her hands. It's great.
So basically you're...
Yeah. She was a super mom.
Fun.
And the best part is they're just like, yeah, those should wear off in a while. Hopefully. Oh, if they don't.
If they don't, hire her.
I mean, she already works as the lunch lady at the guy's base, so, you know.
Halfway there. Not really, but, you know, he's in the building.
A tree attempts to kidnap sad and lonely people to add to its hive mind. A girl almost falls victim to this, but is convinced to not be sad and lonely, saving the already kidnapped person. I hear they play mahjong at the... Wow, I fucked that one up. So there's a whole bunch of people, and she's just like, hey, I'm going to stop being sad and lonely. You should also stop being sad and lonely to all the people who've been kidnapped. And, yeah, I hear they play mahjong on Thursdays now. Because they all just get together and make a sad and lonely people's club. So, you know, they've got each other now.
Okay. Not sure why they're playing a gambling game, but
That was just a joke that I tried to make. It wasn't very good.
Okay.
No, they just sort of fuck off at the end of the episode. You're never going to hear about them again.
That's fine.
The class of Ultraman 80 waits for his return so they can graduate. Eventually, the school itself gets tired of waiting and summons a hoe. That's the monster's name. H-O-E.
I think you sent a screenshot of this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, no, 80 remembers that he's in fact a teacher. So he comes back and he's just like, oh, hey everybody. I know you've been waiting in class for 30 years for me, but I'm back. Let's move you all on to the 9th grade.
Oh my god. That's stupid.
The captain is revealed to be twice the age he looks because he did some space travel during the original Ultraman series. The pool use a monster who can shapeshift into other monsters to save budget.
But they had space travel in the original Ultraman series? I don't think they did.
I think they did. I think they went up there a few times. So I think that's where the monster graveyard came from. The monster graveyard comes up a few times.
Okay.
Mebius goes on a date while the rest of the guys prepares to finish the Yapul arc. Yapul summons a repurposed ace killer to fight Mebius while stranding guys on the moon. So the ace killer was a monster who had the powers of all the Ultramen before Ace. So they could use him to kill Ace. You know, like it says on the tin. But they're like, hey, why don't we use the Ace Killer, you know, that thing that killed Ace, to kill Mebius? Because, you know, let's knock out all the Mebius powers. It gets blown up with the Mebium dynamite. See, Mebius now gets the Ultra Dynamite, too.
Oh, okay.
After bringing Mebius to an alternate dimension, Yapul tries to have him change sides. Ace reminds him his friends are always close, and then kills a moon rabbit. Yapul is finished, but the reporter who was going to reveal is... So remember the reporter from the washed-up actor friend guy? Like 12 episodes ago?
Kind of.
And he was trying to get the dirt on guys. He's back.
Okay.
He's an actual character now.
Great.
He's going to reveal Mebius' identity to the 4 people who don't already know.
Again.
Yeah, I know, it doesn't matter. Everybody seems to know and nobody seems to care, but, you know.
Yeah.
He's gonna win an award for this.
Sure.
Also, Yapul was one of the big four. At this point, they've introduced four villains. Anyway, the second of the big four, he captures the guy's team to make it look like Mebius doesn't care about the people. He's defeated when Jack mistakes him for a child and shoots him.
Oh, god damn it. Fucking Jack.
Yeah, it probably wasn't the best disguise, let me tell you.
Oh, God. Come to think of it, didn't he strangle alien disguised as a child?
Which one, Mebius or Jack?
Jack.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just stupid.
And then he used one as a battering ram to get out of the cave.
I mean, that might have been happenstance. He hit one with the car and just kind of didn't care.
Well, that one wasn't his fault. That one was the alien who threw the child off the bridge.
True, but still. Fucking. Alright.
Mebius gets put on ice by the third of the big four. Meanwhile, Seven shows up looking remarkably intact for a man who exploded and goes on a camping trip with his horse. The ladies of guys thaw Mebius, and then they melt the threat.
Yeah, that's fucking weird, because they absolutely murder him in Leo.
Yeah, and then he just shows up dressed like a cowboy.
Are we sure that's actually Seven?
Yeah, that's Seven.
That's weird.
Look, they couldn't fix his legs, but he died. And that's covered under Ultra Health Care.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Damn.
He found the loophole.
I was gonna say, he found the loophole.
The fourth of the big four plots to have the guys defeat Mebius by changing their memories of him. Unfortunately, Mebius gave everyone matching charms 20 episodes ago. Ultraman 66 is also there.
Who?
Ultraman 66, the original Ultraman?
Oh.
He doesn't do anything. He's just there. He's like, yeah, your plan failed. Go away now.
Oh my god. I'm waiting for, wait, is... Oh god, what's the other... What series were the other Seven from?
Oh, 721?
Yeah.
From Neo's.
Damn it. He's not gonna show up.
No, we're not getting 721 until the end of the movie. See, there's a movie that comes up later, and in the credits scene, they have all the Ultramen there, dressed up in like tuxedos and whatnot, because it's the 40th anniversary.
Okay.
And they fucking include everybody.
Okay.
Like Zerth was there. The guy who had 2 movies and he was afraid of dirt.
Oh my god.
They had a clip from the Adventure Begins, the Hanna-Barbera one. They had another clip from the Ultraman.
I mean, honestly, that's more worthwhile than the Hanna-Barbera one.
But they had all the Ultramen there. Ultraman King was there. He doesn't show up in the actual like Mebius storyline, and I'm just like, why the fuck is Ultraman King here?
Well, doesn't he technically exist?
He does exist, but why is he here? It's not until the spin-off episodes that he has a bigger role to play.
No, it's not one of his Ultramen, so that's probably why he doesn't care.
So the final big bad, Space Emperor Empera, sends his robots to threaten Earth into turning over Mebius. The reporter's article on Mebius' identity reaches the 4 people who didn't know. The captain, revealed to be the chief inspector, gives a rousing speech to not hand over Mebius. Empera is not happy about this. I hate that his name's Empera.
Sounds like a woman.
It sounds like a bootleg way to say emperor to me, but whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, Gaius tries to hold out against all of Emperor's robots, while Mebius recovers from repeated Mebium dynamites. The intergalactic sword fighting champion, Mebius' sister, and the alien who needed emergency rations appear to help.
Okay. The aliens who needed emergency rations is such a pull because all you had to say about that one was that the weird lady who licks her lips wanted to eat the rations. I don't remember hearing much of anything about the alien in themselves. I just remember some aliens showing up and were like, they need food. And then and then what's her face is like, I'm gonna eat that food, and then I don't fucking know.
Hey, guess what? That's all they did. Okay, actually, one of them had a feast, and then he fell asleep.
Okay.
And that's all they did.
Oh my god.
And guess what they do in this fight?
They eat?
Nothing. They don't even.
No, they all show up and they don't do shit.
No,
all
just
right.
one of them shows up, and he's not a big alien either. He's a human-sized one, and he just sort of like holds his hands together like he's afraid, and it's like, wow, okay, you're helping, dude. Good job.
You showed up.
So all of them showing up, that makes Emperor big mad, and he comes down to ragdoll them. He also extinguishes the sun. Like, he did that before coming down, like, he's like, nope, no more sun for you guys.
Damn it. Balloonga's dead.
Hikari shows up to also get ragdolled.
Cool.
Sword fighting champion takes a fatal attack while shielding the guy's HQ, and then Hikari uses his sword to get one final hit before disappearing.
Okay. Just vanishes?
Just vanishes. So the OG guy's member becomes the new host for Hikari, and then immediately gets ragdolled. Mebius joins the fight and also gets ragdolled, and then disappears. Guys all come together for one final stand, and Mebius reveals he's inside Hikari's bracelet. I don't know why. I don't know how. It's just in there. Everyone climbs in the Mebius.
What the fuck? But Mebius is in the bracelet.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. And the captain deploys a magnifying glass to amplify Mebius' light. Zoffy borrows the captain's body to help out. Emperor is overwhelmed and becomes light. The Ultra Brothers reignite the sun. Everyone achieves their dreams. Soccer player becomes a soccer player.
Oh, good.
Motorcycle lady becomes a motorcycle lady. Preschool teacher becomes a preschool teacher. Future doctor becomes a doctor.
Great.
And then the original guy's guy actually becomes the new captain of the third generation of guys.
Okay.
Yeah. No, it was really good. It was really funny when everybody's just like, we're all Mebius now. I'm like, what? and there's a shot of them all standing together like they're piloting a Megazord.
Oh no. That's what I was worried it was gonna be.
like obviously there's no command consoles or anything like that.
Yeah, no.
It's just they're standing there in the void.
Yeah, in the void, but it's set up as if they are like the way the Power Rangers are always
Yes.
together. Oh my god.
And I'm just like, that's stupid. You're dumb, Mebius. Anyway.
I mean, it's probably about as stupid as the end of Gurren Lagann, where they're just in an energy. Like, the final form of Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann is absurd. I mean, granted, it does have control consoles, which is fucking weird because it's made out of energy. But, like... And it's even dumber in the movie. Because there's another form after.
Why does it just keep getting bigger?
Because it has to turn into a giant camera.
God, that's dumb.
Yeah, it is!
That's really dumb.
It even has a cape.
Because that's kind of cool.
It is! But it's also a giant energy camera, and you're just like... man, it's dumb. And then you realize that nobody fucking died in this version. And you're like, that's even dumber.
Dang.
The movies... we need to watch them at some point.
I mean, probably.
They're a time. Because you ever wanted to watch them condense a 26-episode anime in 2 movies?
That sounds really easy to do, actually. I mean, as long as you keep the torpedo dolphins.
I don't think I actually don't think they do. I don't think that fight takes place in the ocean.
Oh, that's lame.
Yeah.
Speaking of lame, so here's Ultraman, Mebius, and Ultra Brothers. So Ultraman, Seven, Jack, and Ace fail to kill the Ukillersaurus. So they decide to steal it and the Yapul in the sea instead. So I think this movie's supposed to take place about halfway through the show.
Okay.
Because this is the episode where... because Mebius goes on a date. This is where that lady comes from. She comes from this movie.
Oh. Okay.
So, like, 20 years later, the League of Aliens hatch a plan to crucify Mebius, to draw out the Ultra Brothers, to crucify them, and undo the seal.
Why the fuck do they keep wanting to crucify Ultraman? Like, I don't understand.
Have it. It's effective.
But it feels like that specifically would be... Like, it has to serve some purpose. Other than immobilizing an Ultraman.
Nah, don't worry about it. So everyone fights the new and improved Ukillersaurus. Hang on. Alright, okay, so we're back. So everyone fights the new and improved Ukillersaurus, but they need Zoffy and Taro to show up to re-energize them. Eventually, the Ultra Brothers just decide to let it be Mebius' problem. They give him the remaining energy so he can kill it with a burning finger.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a part where it grabs him. The Ukillersaurus grabs Mebius, holding his arms out like that, lining up his ultimate attack. And the rest of the Ultramans come down and like, hey, we're gonna give you our energy, bye. And so he just fucking eats the hyper beam. And like fucking explodes. And then he's just like, no, I'm better. I'm fine. It's ridiculous. Alright, now we're into the side stories. The first one is Ghost Rebirth. Oh, do you want to you want to do the explaining? Guess not. So Hikari requests assistance from the monster graveyard. So Ace, Taro, and Mebius head over. Turns out Hikari is working with the Big Four to revive Impera. Mebius has to go to hell with his new friend Mechazam, a mechanical samurai, to find the Giga Battlenizer to trade for Ace and Taro who have been captured.
That name's so stupid. Also, I thought Imparo was part of the Big Four.
No, Imparo was So it was the Big Four and then Imparo.
Oh.
The Big Four was Yapul and the 3 other guys. Yapul is not here, though.
Okay.
So it's,
Well, I thought your pool or whatever got sealed in the ocean with the...
Yeah, but then he got better, because, 20 years later, and then all the Ultra Brothers blew him up again. He just sort of gets better whenever he feels like. He's also got Ultra Healthcare, it seems. Anyway, so Mebius and Mechazam get the Giga Battlenizer and defeat EX Zeton along the way. However, Mechazam gets incapacitated by lava. After trading for Ace and Taro, Hikari reveals that he's a double agent, and the Big Four are defeated again. Mechazam is revealed to be the titular Ghost Rebirth, as he is a machine to become Impera when fused with the Battlenizer. Mebius begrudgingly kills him, and the Battlenizer flies off into space. This is apparently a prologue to Ultra Galaxy Mega Monster Fight. So, get ready to hear about the Battlenizer some more, I think.
Those were some stupid sentences.
Yeah,
it was like the Giga Battlenizer and like EX whatever. Like there was just there was a string of bullshit, and I'm just like, oh my god.
Yeah, I know it's really.
I can't make heads or tails of what the fuck you just told me. To be honest.
Basically, Mebius goes to hell with his new friend Mechazam, who I thought was going to be the sword fighting champion, like reborn as a robot, because he's also missing his right eye, and is in fact a samurai. And then they're like, no, actually that's Impera. He was designed as a backup. Put the Battlenizer in him. He's the Ghost Rebirth, everyone. They actually say that too. They're like, you're the Ghost Rebirth. I'm like, fucking what? What do you mean?
That's even dumber because they're referring to the ghost as the physical body.
Yeah, it's real good.
Like that's dumb.
Alright, so that's that side story. Here's the Armored Darkness. So the third generation of guys is dealing with repeated monster attacks, leading to Impera's Fireball spaceship pocket dimension to capture the new captain. They have to survive against the titular Armored Darkness, which Hikari is inside for some reason.
Okay.
Ultraman King stops time to save the new captain and asks him to get the Armored Darkness to get in the Armored Darkness to save Hikari. The second generation guys show up to offer moral support. Afterwards, Hikari takes the Darkness Sphere. That's the Fireball spaceship pocket dimension. He takes that home with him as a souvenir.
Don't. Why does Ultraman King even have any authority in this situation? These aren't his Ultramen.
Well, funny you should say that. Because here's the Hikari saga side story. Hikari bothers Ultraman King until he gets a bracelet to protect the planet from the Bogle. He fails and gets possessed by Edgelord armor.
Oh, great.
After leaving Earth, Hikari assaults space monsters until he gets a job offer from Zoffy. Ultraman King is very pleased. Hikari has a run-in with the Ultra Key Thief and acquires the good guy armor from space crystals. The good guy armor looks like the Edgelord armor, except it's powered by goodness. Because he's using it to protect as opposed for revenge.
Okay.
Okay, and then finally, Superior 8 Ultra Brothers. This wasn't included in the Mebius box set. And this is supposedly its own standalone thing. But I'm not going to talk about it by itself. So Mebius gets isekai to a world where Ultraman either exists only as a TV show or something everyone forgot. And it's up to him and a guy who looks suspiciously like Tiga to find people who look suspiciously like Ultraman, Seven, Jack, Ace, Dinah, and Gaia. Along the way, several monsters are killed and their ghosts become a chimera of sorts. After everyone remembers who they are, they take their lady friends to space. You see, this is a world where everyone who was supposed to become an Ultraman, they failed their promise to a ghost child. Like one guy's, I think Tiga's like, I'm gonna become a space captain, and another one's like, I'm gonna become a baseball star, and another one's like, I'm gonna help you build your spaceship, and they all just kind of give up on that because they're 8 when they're making that promise. And for some reason that's a good time for the alien to invade when they become adults. And they're like, no, you're supposed to be Ultraman in this timeline, but it's really dumb. Also, I'm not entirely sure about the show Ultraman. Like, I don't know if they know that they're Ultraman or not. Because Mebius comes up to them and he's like, "Hey, you're Ultraman." And he's just like, "No, I'm not. Get out of my face, child. I don't know who you are." "Hey, you're Ultra 7. "No, I work at a bar." "Hey, you're Ultraman Ace." "No, I work at a bakery." And so I don't know. It's really dumb. It takes them off and then to be like, "Oh wait, no, I am Ultraman," after doing Ultraman things. Like the Shadow Ghost thing, like possesses a truck and attempts to run over kindergartners.
Uh-huh.
And then they all run out at super speed. And they save the children. But I don't think they realize that they're Ultramen, so I don't know. It's really dumb.
Yeah, that is pretty dumb.
It was a very confusing movie. I think I was gonna make a joke that he had to go find the seven Ultramen to tell them that Super Aya still has their phone numbers. They've got their contact info. You're never safe. They couldn't find Taro, though. Taro's the only one who's gotten out of this one.
Look, it's fine.
Taro erased his name from the phone book. That's his superpower. Alright, and that was Mebius and all his side stories, cameos, and movies. It was fine.
Yeah, it sounded fine.
I think it was a little long. I think all the side stories of that weren't Ghost Rebirth or bad. Ghost Rebirth was great. I loved it. Because there were no people in it. It was all just the suits.
Is that the one where the
mechanical samurai becomes the...
Yeah.
Yeah.
The dinosaur...
Yeah, with the Battlenizer.
Giga Battlenizer.
Yeah.
It's on the same level as the morphogenetic field. Of just like...
Wow, that's going to be topical.
Like... It's just stupid.
Hey, welcome to Ultraman. Welcome to the 40th anniversary of this.
I know, but like it's not getting that much smarter. And that's the thing that worries me.
It's a show for like 12-year-olds. You can't make it smart. Why do you think Ultra Galaxy Mega Monster Fight the Never-Ending Never-Ending Odyssey exists?
Because Japanese people don't know English, but that doesn't mean they can't tell a good story.
Speaking of good stories, I hear Ultra. You know what the next one is?
What?
It's Ultra 7X. Apparently, that's a retelling of Ultra 7, except grimdark. So
what? It's just he's gonna be losing his glasses constantly, but there's like a filter over all of it. Like what the fuck? Like Ultra 7 was stupid. It was just him failing. Like no wonder he's so fucking hard on Leo.
But luckily, this one's only 12 episodes. Mebius is the last of the really long stuff. I think everything from here on out is going to be like 12 hours of content. So yeah, look forward to that. Look forward to getting a new one every week now. Hey, kitty cat. you wanna say something before we leave? Come on, say something. Well, now you're getting camera shy. Alright, well, we'll see you later.